EARNEX has been purchased by QT Funded. I mean, I didn't even expect this to happen, but on Euro USD right now. Why do I take that? You can see resistance, another potential resistance here with this good candlestick closure at this point. So I decided to hop on this sell TP at this area here. TP has potentials to go further down, but I see that if price goes above here, then it means it's up for a buy. But right now I'm seeing a huge potential sales on Euro USD right now. Our price is not looking good. Like, look at this candle, this strong candle. Okay, stop loss is about to be hit. I'm sure that my broker, it has already been hit already because of spread and all that. But look at this candle. It shows that the bulls are still in section. But although I still believe that this will push for sell, no, I don't know. The only way I'll wait for this to be a sell is that if price breaks here, then comes to retest here again, then I'll hope on a sale. But for now, if I get stopped out, I'll call it a day. Well, look at the trade I took yesterday. Look at how it's hit stop loss and went above our direction. So in the direction fact, we were wrong about the direction entirely. That's why I took this massive loss. Look at it, but it is what it is because I saw these highs has been taken, so a potential to enter short here, but I was wrong. So I took GBP USD this morning, and entirely we can see these highs has been taken, came down for a new day, and look at what happened. I entered here. I entered basically here. After this break retest, I entered here. My stop loss was here, but look at, I was stopped out and price went straight to TP, to my direction. It is what it is. After that, I took my second trade for the day, gold, and we ended this with profits. I had opportunity to enter here, but this candle was too long. I couldn't take that risk to enter with this, so I waited for a retest to this zone, which I entered after this candle closed at TP 103, and now price is reversing after I hit TP. So that is it for now. That is the trade update for now. I'm not more trading today till tomorrow. Again, what is today, Seth? Today is Tuesday. Yes, tomorrow. So with what happened, I took a loss on GPUSD and a win on gold. GPUSD entry formed before that of gold, but I've looked at both structures and I preferred gold more than GPUSD because gold had more structure, had more trend, had everything more, but GPUSD was just by the side. And after waiting for gold and I saw that massive candlestick, I was like, let me just take GPUSD. I mean, what could go wrong? It's better let me face my fears, take this trade. If I hit stop loss, no problem. And I hit stop loss. I was not wrong about the direction, but at the same time, we are all humans, you understand? There are some times that okay, what if I had taken the trade and it went straight to TP and I waited for gold and gold didn't retrace back or something? So would I have missed out on GPUSD? Since that most of the times when we think we are wrong, we might be right, and when we think we are right, we might also still be right. So there is no wrong, there is no right in this kind of thing. Just do you, basically, because if it turns out to be a win, you enjoy it. If it turns out to be a loss, it's still you. So one thing about trading is that I don't believe that there is sets of rules that you should follow. This must be this must be that. Let me wait for this, let me wait for that. Or at the same time, if you see what you have to use to gain an opportunity, just grab it. That is it, just grab it, because you don't know whether the one you're waiting for will turn out to be great. You understand? My own turned out to be great, but at the same time I still grabbed the one that was in my eyes. You understand? Just in case. two-factor authentication. Yeah, so that's that for that. So I entered this. This is a new morning. I entered this trade USD JPY buys to this high to this zone. Let me see why I entered this. Majorly looking at this from this zone, you see that I was expecting something here to be taken out. But why did I change my mind? Look at this double bottom in this zone. This can clearly be seen. And this zone here was meant to be a resistance zone to sell, meaning that I should have been shorting from here. But why did I change my mind? Because look at how high this went, and at this zone we have no support or resistance area at this zone that this rejected from. So I noticed this here, there's liquidity here, another one here, another one here again, and the final one here. So I now saw it and I like, this is an opportunity to buy, of course, then, and entered the buy position after this candle, after this bullish candle here to the upside. So if it stops us out, then it is what it is. But I guess that price might do something like this, come to this zone, stop us out, then go up, retest it again, then to the upside, something like that. But this is the short, I say short buy potential that I'm seeing at the moment. So it is what it is. Gold, I missed this sell opportunity from here. I know the sale was meant to happen from here. My stop loss would have been from here and TP around there, but I missed it because I was asleep when this short position happened. I was asleep. My sell could have been here. 1:3, take profit would have been hit, but I was asleep. So it is what it is. On to the next one. Well, this is the USD JPY from yesterday. It seems that my initial direction was right. That was this sell. So the buy I took, I was wrong to take it. We were wrong about direction, which resulted to a loss here on USD JPY. Then gold, on the other hand, also resulted in a loss. I mean, it was the first trade I took. We tested to back at our resistance zone, went down a little, then stop loss. I took another entry here where it went down and hit me in break even. This was a supposed entry. Okay, what if I have not entered yet like this? It would have still resulted in a loss. So that I didn't take. So it just, yesterday was just wild. Just say it was it was meant to be a loss on its own. So, but you can see how this showed a support zone to go up. And right now, what am I looking for today, being the final day of the week, of the trading week? You can see I expect this zone to be taken out. So something like a down move here, to possibly go up, be testing this zone and this zone to possibly reach here. But at the same time, seeing these liquidity zones here, I mean, here hasn't been taken out, here hasn't been taken out, here hasn't been taken out, here also has not been taken out. So there is still high chance that maybe this will go here, come back down, retest here, and go back down. There is still high possibility of that happening because now look, you see the M formation here. That's a lot to take in right now. But I hope is better to explain that way. Another pair I'm looking at is Euro USD. Euro USD, we have this huge multi-day M formation here. We have the support, two support here, a support again, a slight support here, a resistance here again, to show that this is a powerful zone or a powerful region there. But what do I expect? I don't expect it to form here as a support to go up, no, because look at this push, is weak. This push again too is weak, so I don't expect that. What do I expect? a high chance of price to start falling here. But at the same time, why I don't support that zone is that look, here at least should be taken out, which I doubt has been taken out, and the way of the candle right here. I mean, give me a week, a little bit of week first, something like that. But overall, what am I expecting? I'm expecting a bearish move, something like this. Then we test back to this zone, give me a little head and shoulder pattern, and go to the downside. So those are the pairs I look forward to for today, being Friday.
EARNEX has been purchased by QT Funded. You know QT Funded, and I mean, I didn't even expect this to happen, but it came today. It's sudden news. Today is Friday, December 5th. And it came today that EARNEX have purchased, QT Funded have purchased EARNEX. I mean, we have to now migrate to new software, new everything. Start using QT Funded rules and everything. So it's kind of complicated and a lot for us to trade as, honestly speaking, but it is what it is. I mean, it's for profits, I know. But what I do know is that when purchasing a company, the company that you purchase still works, you know, unless you want to be brand, but the company still works. The only thing is that the profits and everything now go to you, the new owner, instead of the former owners. You understand? But the CEO, the workers, everybody are still present, are still work. You understand? Under the company, except if she are just buying the company to use their data or just migrate their user through your user. Maybe that is what is going on. I don't really know. But it is what it is. Their business, I own is to trade and make money. That's my own business. So basically today I make profits that I was able to cover my losses and give us a higher percentage on the account. It's just that right now the trading stop loss, the dailies, the maximum trading stop loss is going to increase. You understand? So if I make a certain amount of money, the trading drawdown will increase. That's how it works basically. So I have to be careful and I have to work with that. So let's go to the charts and I'll show you the trades I took and the one that I didn't take. So let's go to the trade. I was meant to think, I wanted to sell Euro USD basically, but we planned that if this high was taken and we see a bearish structure, we'll sell that. But that never happened. It didn't happen. Instead, a bullish momentum took place and I was confused. Okay, with this push, I might to trade this on this support zone to give me like a left shoulder, a right shoulder to the upside, or am I to wait for a sell structure to take this? Either way, if I have waited, I have taken the buy, I would have still been taken out for a loss because obviously you can see what is happening here. So while I was contemplating this, I had gold in my gold was giving me something clean, something more matured. So we had this structure on gold. You can see how it's bullish. Since yesterday it has been bullish. Early this morning it made this push and we have seen this resistance zone coming to support. So when price made that support low and I thought chance to enter, I didn't hesitate on that. At that candle, I took my position on buys. We went on to hit TP for a one retreat. Now we can see the push is making to the downside right now. We can see it's kind of M formation. We can see something like this. Not meant to talk more further, but I just like how price is forming at the moment. You can see something like this, or let's review this. So it's kind of going to the downside, going to take the liquidities here, and this one obviously. There was a liquidity here, but in my head I'm thinking that we did rather come down to this ones, or rather go to the one closest to it before going for the one further. So which is what happened basically. So let's look at our dashboard. On our dashboard, we can see that we are starting ending the week basically with 0.7%. 0.1%, which is good. Our consistency score still remains the same. No much difference, basically. Just that our win ratio and everything is kind of little. I wish the word is little. I aim for 1:3, but sometimes you can end break even plus losses and all that. The average leads to that. And now with what happened, our max loss limit has increased a bit. So I have to be careful about that, which I've stated before. Now with QT funded purchasing NX, the rules have changed. I have to adapt to their rules. I have to go and start using their rules and everything. So through the weekend, you'll be able to do the migration. You have to close your trades on Friday. So by Monday, we should be getting a new login, hopefully. So let's see how that goes, basically. So we're ending this week with profits, basically. Thank you for that. We'll see how next week goes, basically. Thank God for his blessings, his grace, and everything. See you next week.